Hi, Restoration Park Church. My name is Morgan Roboski, and I am the Senior High Ministry Director. I have been attending Restoration Park since September of 2020 and have been on staff since December of 2024. A little bit about me. I grew up in church, grew up going to youth group because all of my friends were going. A lot of my childhood was spent just checking off boxes as I did different things. I grew up in a community and in a culture where a lot of what we did was cultural Christianity. When I was in middle school, I started attending youth group, mostly because my friends were all going. I went just to have fun. Through middle school, I started going to our fall retreat at a Christian camp about an hour from where I grew up, and again was going because I wanted to be with my friends and wanted a weekend away from home. When I was in 7th grade, I went to camp again, and that was the year where things started to change. I started to understand what it meant to truly follow Christ and started to understand what it looked like to need the Lord in my life, because I am a sinful human being. Through middle school and high school, I continued to go on our retreats, continued to go to youth group, went on mission trips, was pretty actively involved. But it wasn't until the end of high school and beginning of college where I started to learn what it looked like to truly live out my faith. By the time I graduated from high school, I decided to go to Cedarville University and study student ministry. Because of it being one of my favorite things growing up, it was something that I wanted to continue to do and wanted to continue to pour into teenagers like people had done for me. So as I finished up college, I worked on and off in student ministries and have been volunteering ever since, and I have a deep desire to see high school students continue to grow in the Lord and figure out what action steps look like as they get closer to adulthood. I love to see students be able to launch from our student ministry into the world with a deep foundation in the Lord and be able to go out into the world, whether that be close to home or somewhere like farther away, and just be able to continue to show the love of Christ through the foundation that they built growing up in church. If you are a parent of a teenager, we would love to have your student join us on a Tuesday night. As a parent, you are able to join our Restoration Parents or Restoration Park Parents Facebook group. And also, the app has a Restoration Students group where we disperse all of our information about the fun things and the life-giving things that are coming from our student ministry. And I would also just love to encourage, if you feel a calling to step into student ministry, we would love to have you as a volunteer and have the space for you to be able to pour into what will be a future generation of believers, but also a current generation of believers, and pour into just a group of students who are able to bring change to the world through Jesus.